Hi, my name is Phil Anderson, and I'm running for United States Senate to represent Wisconsin. Of all the things that I've been talking about in these videos and posting on social media, the criticisms of the Democrats and the Republicans, the criticisms of the two-party power structure in Washington, D.C., the criticisms of Russ Feingold and Ron Johnson, of all the things that we pointed out that are wrong with the United States and with our government, I'd like to tonight present you a little bit of my positive vision, because my message is really about the things that we can do, the things that we can be as individual citizens of the United States. What the goal of my campaign is, if not to win, and I understand that that's difficult, fighting against both a Democrat and a Republican with a lot of money. The goal is to bring to light issues that need to be answered, things that address the fundamental struggles that we have in the times in which we live. And those are issues of peace, prosperity, and privacy. There is no reason that in this world that we live in that we still need to be fighting wars overseas all the time for years and years, decades and decades on end. I believe we can do better than that. We can set a positive example in the world. We can pull many of our troops home, get rid of many of our international assets, still have a very strong defense, but have it be, in fact, a defense, and conduct a foreign policy that's about open markets, free trade, and free ideas. Because I believe that in America, we have the most innovative, most hardworking, most blessed people in the world. And what we can do is share that with the world to our advantage through free trade and commerce. I also think that we can have an America that is much easier to get a job, much easier to start a business, much easier to prosper. And I'm not talking about CEOs and corporations, big businesses. I'm talking about small businesses, for people to be able to work as they choose, how they see fit, to earn a living, to enter the workforce, to enter the ranks of people who own and run businesses, to get rid of regulation and excessive taxation that get in the way. That's a vision I have for us in Wisconsin and for the entire country, where all of us are more prosperous. And last but not least, a United States where people's privacy is respected as a fundamental right. The privacy to live our lives as we choose, as long as we don't interfere with the rights of others to do the same thing. The rights to raise our children as we see fit, to marry who we want to eat, drink, and even smoke what we want to have our business, our communications between people across the internet or wherever, be private and secure and free from, coercion of those companies to release information to the federal government whenever the federal government sees fit. I have a vision of peace, prosperity, and privacy. It's very positive. But in order to get people to realize the situation that we're in, we do have to point out the negatives sometimes. And maybe I'm guilty of doing that a little bit too much. But it's frustrating to live in a world where we see so much potential, not in government and the solutions, the so-called solutions that government can present, but in the solutions that come from free exchange of ideas, free markets, cooperation, and getting rid of an atmosphere of coercion. That's the sort of environment where Americans, as individuals with rights, will prosper, will do well, be happy, and where we can live in a world that is free of coercion and where we can all succeed and be successful and live our lives as we choose. That is my goal. That's why I'm running for United States Senate. I hope that you'll follow me. I hope that you'll contribute. I hope that you'll vote for me. But whatever happens, if you choose to vote for the lesser of two evils in the United States Senate or the presidential election, do know that there are people like me and many others like me that have a positive vision for America that does not involve government coercion and so-called government solutions. We are for you as individuals, and will always be that way. That's my promise. Thanks, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.